What's up, guys? It's Wolfgang back with another Dorkfish review, and I am stoked to bring you this one. This is the Mondo 1/12 scale He-Man. Let's get into it. And before we get started with this review, if you're out in the Georgia area and you're looking for an amazing place to find zillions and zillions of amazing collectibles, then you should check out Zillion Toys. That's right, this review today is brought to you by Zillion Toys Market. Go and check them out, give them some love on Instagram, on Facebook, or in person. Now, back to the review. All right, a lot of He-Man stuff coming out here recently. A lot of really good He-Man stuff hitting the shelves, and this is no exception. In fact, it may be the bar. So here's the thing. This He-Man version is particularly based around the 2002 reboot cartoon that was shown on Cartoon Network. So it's stylized towards that. That's why the weapons are the way they are, the head sculpt, the symbol on the chest. So it's that version. This is the first, I believe, of their 1/12 scale line. Next is Skeletor, and I think they're going to move on into other stuff as well. So I'm super excited to get a hold of Skeletor because I'm telling you, this is in my top 10 of the year. This is an amazing figure overall. And I'm going to tell you why, starting with the box and accessories. All right, and for the box, and this bad boy is huge. Look at this. That's my hand next to it. It is big, but a beautiful cover of He-Man on the front. You get Masters of the Universe and Mondo 1/12 on the side. A lovely description on the back. And then the same for the other side. And that's it. All there is to the box. So let's get into the accessories. And as for accessories, he comes with 3 heads, 3 sets of hands, weapons, shield, and stand. Now, the first head that you see on him already is his basic in package, as well as the 2 closed fist hands. He also comes with these relaxed hands. And to change them out, they come with their own pegs already attached in. They are super easy to change, and they hold really well. He's got 2 pairs, or not 2 pairs, he's got 2 gripping hands, 1 pair, holding the weapons and shield. Very well painted. I just want to point out the sculpt on these as well. Look at the veins in the hands. Very well done. As far as heads go, obviously, again, you got the neutral one that's on them. Then you have this one here. Great look. Great shadowing and highlighting in the hair. Good sculpt all the way down. And then you've got this one as well. And the hair on each one, as well as the paint, the sculpt is different. So I like that. They didn't just reuse the same hair port over a different face. Looks great. The paint is fantastic. For the shield, nice and metallic and shiny. Good detail in it. Even detail on the back, including this texturing. Fantastic job there. For his power sword. Now, I would have to go back and look. I believe the coloring of the power sword, this metallic green part, I think that comes in later seasons. I'm pretty sure it was silver all the way through in the first run. I could be wrong, but looks great. And then his axe looks immaculate. Great job all the way around. And then he's got his stand. So here's the bottom plate. Nothing special, just a matte black. Got his arms right here. And the cool thing about this you can use for other figures is it has a little plush section inside of the grip. So that way it doesn't mess up your figure. So I like that. So that's all of his accessories. And it's a pretty decent spread. I can't imagine there's too much more I would have wanted for him. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Good amount of accessories, and they look great. So no complaints. Moving on to aesthetics, and this figure looks immaculate. He is so well done. getting him in there. You can see all the shading done in around the musculature. The paint job done all the way around is great. The way the elbow's been looks pretty good. The way the knee's been looks really good. They did a great job with the aesthetics on him. Got your belt loops to hold your weapons. They made sure to paint in the extra spots and give it wrinkles, so that way it looks tattered and used. This is all actual, well, it's not actual fur, it's faux fur, but it's all cloth, even around the boots there. Yeah, I mean, you get the shiny inside joint, but that is what that is. Otherwise, and this fur does plug a little, so you just got to be careful with that. But yeah, I mean, this is all malleable plastic, so is this, and it ports and unports in a smart way. So it actually unports from right there. So I like that they hid the seam very well. You can unport and take the vest off. These rotate around real easy, and they look great. The head sculpt, again, looks fantastic. The hair, done very well. He's not missing any paint anywhere, which is a big thing for me. And aesthetically, the musculature is great. You can get it up on the shoulders and boom, make it look broad. And he's got some size and muscle to him, which I'm happy with. He-Man should not be a skinny dude, and this toy is not skinny. He's got some size and weight to him, looks powerful, looks strong, and looks like the source material to me. So I like it. Aesthetically, I think they nailed it. Good silhouette, good paint job, good looking armor. Yeah, no problems, and no bleeding issues on paint, and no softness in the sculpt. Overall, excellent job. Now, as for articulation, I compare him pretty much to a Storm Collectible. He pretty much so is kind of like that. Double ball peg neck, so you can get him looking up decently far. It looks funky though. You can get him looking down really good. Your side to side, very well done. Of course, you can turn it easily enough. You've got a hinge. It's a complete ball hinge in there, so you can pull it up or get it dropped down. You can use it to cross forward, but the shell is going to stop. It is a rubber pliable shell, but you can go back all the way around, no problem. Better than horizontal. Bicep joint, double jointed elbow. You got the pin and hinge wrist. You've got the top torso moves really well. So look at that. And they sculpted the musculature up in, so that way you didn't lose anything. There's a little bit of gapping, but it's not crazy amount. And you can put the straps over to hide it. And it turns easy enough. Goes back pretty dang far. Goes forward pretty good. And then it's a ball joint on the hips there, which turns just fine. So when you mix that together, you can get a pretty good crunch back and forward. So mixing the two. You might get some gapping though, so, but that is what it is. You've got a nice thigh cut in there. Can do the splits. I love the way they did the pelt, so that way it doesn't hinder it. You can kick up pretty dang far. Not perfect, but pretty far. Maybe, let's see, you got that in the way. Let's see if, yeah, just a touch further on this side. Looks great. Double jointed knees. Very good. You can get some nice little poses right there with a little bit of crunch. Look at that. No boot cut, but you get your ankle goes that far down, ankle goes that far up, and then you get a nice little ankle rocker. Very good. Overall, there's not a lot more I think I would want from him posing wise. I think he poses extremely well. Maybe you could work a little something out with this butterfly joint or this ball joint to get him to go a little more forward. But he's a very muscular guy. I just don't see him needing to. Overall, I think articulation-wise, they really did a good job. I'm pleased with it. Yeah, not more I would want, so I'm good with it. Now, let's move into size comparison. First off, we have him next to his Chronicles self from the live-action movie of the Masters of the Universe, and the Chronicles Trapjaw, and I like the scaling all the way across. So He-Man, depending on the depiction, is anywhere between 6'2 and 6'11. So if you take that as Adam is 6'2 and when he transforms, he's 6'11", then this scaling works fine. And Trapjaw is just a touch taller, it looks like, or right on par with. Let's see. Let's do a back to back. Looks like they're pretty much so are close to the same height. Trapjaw is just a touch taller, so I like that. It looks good together. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. Here we have him next to a Masters of the Universe Skeletor. A little bit of size difference there. And next to him on the other side, a character from a recent crossover they did, Michelangelo of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the Super 7 version. And they scale well. Again, I don't hate any of this. Last but not least, we have him next to a McFarlane Build-A-Figure in the Mr. Freeze and a Marvel Legends Hulk. And scale's fine here. I mean, I don't know if Freeze should be that big, but McFarlane runs big. But the Hulk next to him, I think, is pretty good, actually. I like it. Something extra to point out here before we get into final thoughts. He poses immaculately. I love the look here. Aesthetically, this is great. He holds well. Wrists are a little loose when it comes to holding the accessories. Something to think about. But look at this pose. This looks amazing to me. I love it. The other thing to think about, the armor all comes off. So the waistband pops off and around the back. The chest armor comes off. The wrist armors come off. So if you wanted to modify this and get a Conan head, you totally could do that. This figure has a lot to offer just beyond a He-Man body for modifiers, because this body is fire. They did a great job, and I'm super pleased with it. And there he is with both power swords. And I gotta admit, even though I do like this one overall, I kind of prefer the original power sword still in terms of design. So I'm gonna put that one with him. But that being said, overall, this figure is amazing. You have to get your hands on him. He is skyrocketed in price, so he's a tough find. But trust me, if you get your hands on him, he is worth it. I cannot suggest him enough. I think he is awesome, well articulated, gets in some great poses, just looks perfect to me. He is probably the best He-Man toy on the market. And I expect they'll probably do a traditional He-Man in the 1/12 scale as well as this has been received. I'm looking forward to Skeletor, and I believe he drops in August, so I can't wait for that. But that being said, I'm bringing this review to an end. Thank you for watching. Like, share, comment down below your favorite He-Man character, and watch out for more videos coming soon. Thank you guys. Later. Wolfgang's out.